Howdy, I'm Lee Wilson, and this is TGO Wyoming, on the move. And it is a slushy and wet morning here in Casper. We've had a winter heat wave, and it's gotten up to 40, and I believe it's 47 right now. And of course, that is always accompanied by incredibly high winds. We're anticipating gusts of 70 to 80 miles an hour on outer drive today. That's pretty freaking windy. So today I am really grateful to have my Land Cruiser. And as you guys have probably gathered, I love this vehicle. I love this vehicle more than I've ever loved any other vehicle that I've ever owned. And I've owned a few. And because I love this vehicle so much, I am probably never going to get rid of it. Not unless I can somehow get my hands on a brand new imported FZJ or an FZ79. Sorry, they're not the FZJs. But an FZ79, I would do that. But I don't have $120,000 and however much it would cost to have it imported from South Africa. So the chances of me getting one of those is not existent. I can dream though. I can dream. I can dream big. Dream big. So I will stick with my FZJ80 probably for the next 10 to 20 years. I'm going to drive it until it literally falls apart. The great thing about these FZJ80s though is that there's a lot you can do to them. Now the aftermarket's parts availability is it's not like it is for a Jeep. And that's okay. There's still a lot of cool stuff you can do to the 80 series Land Cruisers. So I want to go over a few of the ideas that I have, a few things that I want to accomplish with this vehicle, and kind of go in the order in which I'm going to do them. Because there are things that I'd like to do to it to make it, well, better and more personalized. So currently I have a stock rear bumper and I have a bumper protector on the front. I would really like to upgrade to an ARB front bumper with a 2,000 or 2,500 pound Warren winch and a winch controller. And that would just be a really rock solid upgrade. I do not like the bumper cover that's on here now. It holds snow really bad and the ARB doesn't do that. And the ARB actually replaces the bumper and it will give me a better attack angle when I'm going down stuff. The rear bumper is the same situation. It's not bad. It certainly isn't as bad as the bumper guard on the front, but I'd like to replace it with a SLE off-road rear bumper. And those are really cool because they get your spare tire up and out from underneath your vehicle and mount it on the back, and then you can have a jerry can mount on there too, and it has an integrated high lift jack mount. So that'll give me a better exit angle, which could be potentially very handy. So the front bumper's roughly $1,000. The rear bumper's about $2,300 with the jerry can carriers. The rear bumper's kind of cool because it has a swing out design, so you have to swing open the bars to move your tire out of the way and your jerry can carrier out of the way, and then you can flop down the hatch and go from there. But it's a heck of a bumper, integrated recovery points, same thing on the ARB front. The other thing I'd like to do is a set of SLE off-road rock sliders. And I don't use the running boards on this, and they are not good for ground clearance. I mean, there are times where you might bump and ding your running boards, but you still want to make sure that your side panels are protected, so you replace them with rock sliders. They just tuck up right against the frame, mount directly into the frame, and they keep you from dinging up your side panels in case you bump into a rock or something like that. Just a little extra armor and protection there. And of course, I want to redo the suspension to handle all the extra weight that I'm throwing on there. And I know I'm going to lose a little bit of fuel economy, but whatever. Fuel economy is already not great on this anyway. So a set of Old Man Emu, probably 2.5 inch lift suspension kit. That's roughly $1,000. Get that done. That's front and rear shocks, springs, and some bushings. So if I go any higher than that 2.5 inch lift, then I will run into the issues of having to replace control arms and brake lines and things like that just to get the lift to work. So SLE makes a really cool 4-inch lift, which looks amazing, but I'm not sure I need to go up that high. 2.5 ought to do it. And I can get those springs basically rated so that way it'll carry the extra weight of the bumpers and improve the ride, improve traction, drivability, all that good stuff. I'd really like to put a organizational system in the back and do some slide out drawers back there in the bed. That would be really nice. ARB makes a system that locks right into where the jump seats would normally be. So that would be a really handy dandy thing. Increase my storage capacity, or at least my storage organization. Oh, what else? Love to do an HID headlight upgrade. Just for basically the regular lights. The brights on this thing are just fantastic. I mean, they're amazing. What else? Oh, how am I forgetting this? ARB air lockers and a dual tank air compressor system. So I'd really like to be able to deflate my tires when I need extra traction, but inflating them with a little 12-volt air pump would just suck. Suck so bad. So the dual tank ARB air locker activation and air tank system is right about $1,000, but you have one tank compressed that you can use to fill up your tires, and the other tank is dedicated to running your lockers. And lockers would be a handy dandy item to have. Now, granted, I have not put this vehicle in 4-low since I've gotten it. I have not run into a situation that I couldn't get out of. Ooh, that's really icy. I'm not gonna park there. I've not run into a situation I couldn't get myself out of by just using 4-high, which is, you know, the all-time 4-wheel drive. So, I don't know. But air lockers, I imagine, will come in handy. So, oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Still recovering. They're below my nose. Yep. Oh, man. Still dying. But, yeah, those are pretty much my plans. I'd like to put a roof rack on and do a roof tent system to play with it, and certainly a awning or canopy system attached to the roof rack. And I probably won't put much up there. I want to keep the center of gravity low. There's not a lot I can do to the engine right now until the engine wears out, and I'll either rebuild it or I will replace it with a 6-cylinder diesel. So we'll see where all that goes. It's going to be a long process getting this done, upgrading the brake lines to steel braided. I've got to replace the brakes pretty soon here. Fronts are squeaking pretty bad. The rears are just done. So there's a lot of work to do on these old vehicles, but you can turn them into something truly amazing if you're willing to put in a little bit of time, a whole lot of effort, and every single dime you make. That's why it's going to take me a while. Just a smidge. But I'm here at work, so it's time to get busy. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Blah, 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 blah. Let me start again. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video and found it either educational. Oh, man. Wow. Educational and or entertaining. If you have, you know what to do. Just leave me a comment in the comment box below. That's what happens when your brain's running at like 70%. Yeah. You can also help out the channel by hitting that thumbs up button and liking this video, and you can also share it to your favorite social media platform. So, YouTube, thanks for giving us every social media platform known to man as a share option. If you guys want to do that, help me out. It'd be appreciated. And of course, you should always consider subscribing, although I imagine the majority of people that actually watch On the Moves are subscribers. So thank you for being a subscriber. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and click that subscribe button. You can stay up to date with all the On the Moves and everything else I'm doing. And I post these every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. All right. Yep, time to get after it. Thanks again for watching. And as always, stay safe, shoot straight. I'll see y'all next time.